everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this week's video we're doing green outfit ideas and colour combinations. Everyone's had a lovely week so far. If you're new here, my name is Alarna and I'm a fashion stylist and image consultant based here in Sydney, Australia. Now, it's been a lovely week for me. I've been taking clients shopping for their autumn wardrobes. I've been helping my students in the Capsule plan get organised for autumn and get ahead for the season. Even though the weather has been, I guess, sunnier than usual, I felt like I was promised knitwear weather, but it hasn't happened yet. Hopefully soon in the next couple of weeks, where we're expecting a bit of rain and a bit of drizzly weather, we'll be able to get that. Now, this week's video, we're talking all about green. I've noticed a lot of green coming into stores. There's been a bit of mossy green, a bit of emerald green, Kelly green, sage green, all the good greens. So anyone who loves an autumn color palette is going to like this video, because today I'm going to be talking you through some different color combinations you can use when you're styling green pieces at home, and I'm also going to show you some ideas with looks from my own wardrobe later in this video. Alright, let's get into it. So let's start with some of the more obvious combinations. So of course you can style black and green, white and green, and grey and green together. But you can also style another neutral, which is a pretty common colour that gets into our wardrobes usually during the summer seasons, and that is beige, tan, and camel tones. If you think of green as a replacement for the navy in your wardrobe, and the things that you would have worn with the navy you try with green, you will probably find you have a lot of options in your wardrobe. So think of green like an earthy kind of neutral. Try and mix it with some of your absolute basics, whether it's your black pants, your white t-shirt, your grey wash jeans, or even you might have a tan jumper that you might want to mix in with some of your green pieces. Next, we've got green and blue, and green and blue is one of my favorite color combinations because I like breaking rules in fashion. Not really in many other areas of my life, but when it comes to fashion, I really like playing around with color theory and blending things that traditionally we've been told don't go together. Now, you might have heard the whole old wives' tale, I guess, of blue and green should never be seen unless there's a colour in between, and that, in my opinion, is not correct. Blue and green are colours that are harmonious on the colour wheel, meaning they're next to each other on the colour wheel, which means they actually have quite a calming effect when placed together. I like wearing them with jeans. I've got a green and white stripy t-shirt that I really enjoy wearing, and that is a really nice combination. And think about jeans as being a really good neutral you can mix in with your green pieces, and it's okay if it's blue jeans. Then we've got green and orange. Now, I guess green and orange can be considered a little bit vegetable-like. You can look like a carrot or a pumpkin really easily, but you don't always have to go with the really bright versions of the colours either. You can go for quite a subdued green and orange blend, go for quite a rusty orange and a khaki, deep olivey green if you wanted to, or if you enjoy a bit of a colour pop and a bit of contrast, you can go for a bright orange and a bright green. If you're feeling like you're a little bit unsure, just blend in some neutral colours. Blend in something like black or white or grey, just to tone it down a little bit. A colour combination that I absolutely live for is green and pink. I think they are such beautiful colours when worn together. They're quite unexpected. They use these colours a lot in advertising for spring and going through autumn. In autumn, the green and pinks that come out tend to be a little bit darker, so have a bit of a play around with the overall tone and hue of the color that you're wearing and how you're going to pair it together. But I really love being able to wear pinks and greens, whether they are soft pinks and soft greens or they are deep and bright versions of those colors. Now, green and red is a color scheme or a color pairing that I guess is a little bit more risky. I think a lot of people feel it's just too festive, too Christmassy. They're gonna look like it's December, even though it's not December. What you can do with red and green, because they contrast and they actually work together quite nicely, is just tone them down. Remember, you don't always have to go with the brightest, most primary versions of the colors you're blending together. You can go for a really lovely deep burgundy red and a really lovely deep military green, and that is a beautiful combination. And as always, if you're worried, tone it down with another color that you like that's maybe more of a neutral for your wardrobe. Then we've got green and purple. Now, whether you're choosing a lavender purple and a soft minty pastely green, or you're going really deep and rich, these colors go together really well. I think it's hard to find purples just in general in stores. You're more often to find it in things like accessories and in things like prints. So if you do come across it, have a little bit of a play around with it, and do try it in different kind of intensities as well. Maybe pick some really deep colors to wear together together or some really light ones. You might even find that you want to wear some different shades of purple with a different green coat over the top of it, and that can be a really cool combination. Now, of course, you can do green and green. I actually really enjoy doing kind of monochromatic pairings in outfits. I think they're very flattering for people to be wearing. You could do a dark green pair of pants and a light green top. You could do a printed green dress with a darker green belt. Have a bit of a play around with it. Even if it's just in one part of your body, you might find having a white shirt, green pants, and a green colored pair of shoes could be a really cool way to style your outfit and create a bit of an unexpected combination. So now let's have a look at some outfits from my own wardrobe, and I hope these give you some ideas as to how you can pair some things that you might already have at home. So for look one, I just chose a pair of blue high-rise jeans. I added a button-up tucked in denim or chambray shirt, and then I put on my green big beautiful military trench coat that I got years ago from Witchery. This has been an amazing buy for me. I remember when I found it and how excited I was, and actually my mum was with me when I bought it, and I did the full fashion parade in the fitting room for everyone to see. This is such a good coat. I highly recommend. If you come across a great green coat, get it. They're amazing. They go with so many things. So I really enjoyed wearing this outfit. Doing double denim under here, I know it's a little bit of a risk, but for me, I did it with 2 different shades of denim. I found it actually worked quite well when I broke it up with that green. It's up to you if you want to do something like that, but you don't have to. And I actually found that breaking it up with that bit of leopard print was a fun way to add a bit of funk to the outfit. Now for look 2, I went for a little bit more of an officey kind of look. I wore my beautiful Country Road dark green work trousers. They've got a little bit of a split on the hem along the side. I wore my gold shoes. These shoes have been amazing. You've probably seen them in nearly every video I make. When it's not freezing cold weather, I am wearing these shoes because they're super comfy. Then I had a really nice printed green top. So before, when I was talking about mixing different greens together, here is an example of that. The dark green pants with a lighter green top, and the print in that top kind of picks up the color in that jacket as well that I'm wearing, and I found this to be a really easy, bright, happy combination to be wearing. So this last look is a bit of a different one for me. It's a bit more boho than my usual style, but I chose a high-waisted pair of black flared jeans. I tucked in an off-the-shoulder top, put a leopard print belt on, and I chose a mustard fringe bag just to kind of add to that boho theme I was kind of going for in this outfit. Now this green hat certainly inspired this video. It certainly inspired this outfit. I actually saw this green hat last week in David Jones. I stopped in my tracks the second I saw it, and it was the only one on the shelf, and I ran over to it and I put it on, and I was really happy that it actually fit my head. I don't know if any of you are like this, but I have an abnormally large head, and I actually find it hard to find hats that fit my noggin. So this one was an amazing find for me, and I absolutely love the color. Now that brings me to my next point for you guys. Now if you do want to try and put a little bit of green into your wardrobe, you don't want to invest heavily in it, maybe you don't have any green in your wardrobe, maybe you have a sea of black clothes like 99% of the population, why don't you start with some accessories? Perhaps a hat or a belt, a bag or a scarf could be a really good way to start blending in some autumn colors into your wardrobe and help you play around with color without really kind of investing a whole heap of money into a color that you're not sure about yet. So have a bit of a play around and do what I did with the hat, is try and look for some pieces that might be a little bit different to your general sense of style, that might give a little bit of a refreshment to your wardrobe without spending a lot of money. Alright, now if you really enjoyed learning about colour and matching particular colours, you like learning about colours that suit you, don't forget I've got the course link down below in my description area for you guys to check out. I've got an entire module dedicated to colour analysis. I've also got a whole module on print and colour matching, and that goes from learning how just to match in the most basic of colours to going all the way to an advanced level and mixing multiple prints together with multiple colours. So it really is quite a good, I guess, masterclass in colour. So if you want to check that out, remember to click that below. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did like it, please click like, please click subscribe so that you can get a notification every time I post a new video, and let me know in the comments below what colors you want to learn how to match. I would love to do some videos on color in the coming season. Alright, I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you next week with another video.